name's Dave and welcome back to another Guitar Zero to Hero song tutorial. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to play I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For by U2. For the basics, we'll just need a capo on the first fret of our guitar. And the great thing about this song is that it's built entirely around 3 simple chords. Now, if you're someone who's just getting started and you want more songs like this that only use a handful of chord shapes, then make sure you grab my free guide, 10 legendary songs you can play with 3 chords or less. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. In this lesson, I'll take you through both a strummed version and a finger-picked version so you can choose which suits your style or skill level best. Let's jump into the lesson. Let's get stuck into this song. We're going to start with the intro, which is just a C chord played for 4 bars of music. Now, I'm going to teach you a strumming pattern that we can use basically throughout the entire song for all the chord progressions. But then in the second half of the video, I'll teach you a finger picking pattern that you can apply to all these chord progressions to really strip things back. Now, the strumming pattern I'm going to use throughout the entire song goes like this. Down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. And in succession, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, up, down, 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 up. And we're going to play that essentially 4 times for the C chord in the intro. Next, we move on to the verse, and there's 2 lines of chords here. Really nice and simple because we're just introducing 1 extra chord. Oh, and by the way, if you're into songs like this that are simple but powerful, I've made a free guide with 10 songs that you can play with 3 chords or less. Great if you want to add a bunch of easy songs to your repertoire. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. So the chord we're going to add is an F sus2. So from the C chord, keep your index and ring finger where they are, lift your middle finger and put your pinky finger onto the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Now, this is optional, but if you can, get your thumb to reach over the top to hit the 1st fret of the 6th string. That way we can focus on the heavier 5 strings, and that will sound really nice. But if you can't get that thumb working for you, you can just focus on the middle 4 strings, and that will be just as good. So the first line of chords is just that C chord played for 4 bars of music. And then for the second line of chords, we introduce an F sus2 chord. We're going to play that for 2 bars of music and then go back to our C chord for 2 bars of music. We're going to apply that same strumming pattern from the intro, and the verse will simply sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Next, we get to the chorus, which is simple. Again, we're introducing 1 extra chord, which is a G chord. I'm going to play the G chord like this with my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and I'm just going to focus on the heavier 4 or 5 strings. I'm going to have that 1st string muted, essentially, or you can fret it down with your pinky finger. It's up to you. You could also play the 4-finger G chord too, but I'm going to play this G chord because it makes it easier to transition to the F sus2. So G chord for 1 bar, F sus2 for 1 bar, and a C chord for 2 bars. That's it for the intro chord progression, which sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and There's another verse and another chorus, and then we get to the instrumental section. Now, it's very simple. We just need to consider the structure. So first line of chords is the C chord for 4 bars of music. Second line of chords is the C for 2 more bars, then F sus2 for 2 more bars. And finally, 3rd line of chords is C for 2 more bars of music. That's it for the instrumental. If you want to see it in context, go to the playthrough at the end of this lesson. Finally, there's chorus number 3, which is just the same as the other choruses, just played through 4 times instead of twice. And then there's the outro, which is just the C chord until the song fades out. And that's everything for the strummed version. Now let's take a look at how we can apply a finger picking pattern to all these chord progressions. Now for our finger picking basics, my thumb's going to take care of the 6th, 5th and 4th string, and my index, middle and ring finger will take care of the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings respectively. Ideally, they won't pluck any other strings other than the ones being assigned to. These are just general finger picking guidelines. You can break out of them if you want to, but it's how I typically like to play. By the way, if you're new to finger picking or any of this feels a bit overwhelming, I've actually put together a free mini course called Fingerpicking Foundation. It walks you through 3 beginner-friendly exercises that build control and smoothness in your picking hand. It's perfect if you want to make songs like this feel a lot easier, and you can grab it for free in the description below. So let's practice our finger picking pattern on the C chord, which we're going to be using for the intro. Now our finger picking pattern is going to go something like this. We're going to play the root note of whatever chord we're on. So for the C chord, that root note, the heaviest note is the 5th string. And then we're going to pluck 3rd string, 4th string, and then 2nd. So 1 and 2 and 3. So we're going to hold out that 2nd string note for a little bit, and then on the end beat after the 3, we're going to pick it back up on the 3rd string, then the 4th string, and back to the 3rd string. All right, so we put that all together in our finger picking pattern: root, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 3rd. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And let's play that 4 times for the intro. Now for the verse, same progression as what we had for the easy version, but with our F sus2, we're going to simplify things a little bit. From the C chord, we're going to move our ring finger to the 3rd fret of the 4th string, and we're just going to focus on these 3 strings. So we're going to pluck root note for this particular shape, which is 4th string, 3rd, 4th, 2nd. Okay, so root, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, and then 3rd, 4th, 3rd. For 2 bars. And then back to the C for 2 bars. So the verse finger picked would sound like this. Next we get to the chorus. Again, it's the same progression as our simple version. We're going to go to a G chord. This can be a really lazy G chord. We can just put our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Same picking pattern. So root note, which is the 6th string in this case, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, hold it out, and then 3rd, 4th, 3rd. Right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then to our F sus2 for 1 picking pattern. And then back to our C for 2 picking patterns. So the chorus finger picked would just sound like this. We can apply that finger picking pattern to the instrumental section as well. So 4 bars of C finger picked. For the next line of tab, it's 2 bars of C, 2 bars of F sus2 finger picked. And for the 3rd line tab, it's 2 bars of C finger picked. And that's everything for the finger picked version, which is a nice way to really strip back this song if you want to play it on the acoustic guitar. So now I'll be doing 2 full playthroughs of the song. The first will be the strummed method, and the second will be the finger-picked method. And just a reminder, if you enjoyed learning this track and want more classic songs that just use 3 chords or less, make sure you grab my free guide, 10 legendary songs you can play with 3 chords or less. It's packed with timeless tracks just like this one that are super fun to play and are great for building your skills. Link is in the description below, so be sure to check it out after these playthroughs. Cheers. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this lesson, then I know you'll absolutely love these other lessons too. So hit the link here. Or if you want to grab a copy of my free guitar ebook, then head over to guitarzerotohero.com or click the link here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next time on Guitar Zero to Hero. Cheers.